Salut, sunt Terry de la esportnews.ro și l-am alături de mine pe Bulba, jucător al Team Tinker. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well.
You just won your first game from the D2CL against Sneaky Nick's Assassins. How did it feel for you to play against ex-teammates?
It's whatever. I didn't really expect them to win. I mean, it sounds cocky, but I don't think they're good individual players, but I don't think they haven't played enough and they don't have much experience. So it's whatever, honestly. It's never about players. Don't really matter. It's about the team.
So there are 4 teams here. Who do you expect to be in the grand finals?
Probably Navi, I think. I'm not sure. Navi and Empire are so close together in terms of skill. I think either one of them can be the team we play.
This is the second LAN final you've been together as a team. Of course, you individually are very experienced players. Are you satisfied with how the Star Ladder finals went?
No, I mean we wanted to get at least top 2 there, so it was a disappointment. We all played quite bad in that tournament.
What went wrong? Because Alliance, you seem to be quite okay against them in the many other games you played.
I think the rest of the Alliance game we just got really outpicked. I wasn't a huge fan of what we had, and then the game versus Secret was both games were really close. The second game I think they kind of outpicked us, but the first game I think we outpicked them. They just outplayed us in both games.
So this tournament, if I understood correctly, you're gonna do the drafting.
Yeah.
How does it feel for you to be in the shoes?
I mean, I did it at TI4. It's I'm kind of used to it. It's just a lot of the responsibility falls on what hero I want, and then what the preparation and stuff is mostly me, and that's usually what I used to do as well. So it's normal for me.
Do you feel like the thing that your team doesn't really have fixed positions, everybody can play in every lane, is that an advantage, or is something that you're going to want to fix at a certain point?
I don't see a reason for that to be a disadvantage. I think it just proves our variety of heroes and variability of mobile playstyles, so I think it's an advantage.
Alright, so you quite recently changed to playing a support role. Are you enjoying it? Was it better when you were a core?
It was definitely more fun, like in the game, to play core. I could do a lot more like crazy plays and like stuff, because I'll obviously be I play like the playmaking heroes like Bat, Clock, Centaur, those kind of heroes. So I enjoyed playing those heroes a lot. But then support is a lot more like less about having like fun in the game, more so than just like being like taking it serious and thinking about the game. I mean, you can still have fun playing support. You just have to think a lot more about the game and how you can help your team. You have to be a lot less selfish. So that's the biggest thing I noticed. I wasn't a very selfish player, but like obviously it's like you have to think about a lot more things when you're playing support, and it's a harder role, I think.
I see. I know one of your favorite supports is Skyrath Mage, and it was recently nerfed, I think 2 times. Do you think he's in an okay position, or he should be nerfed a little bit more?
I think he's perfectly fine where he is. I don't think he's as broken as he was before. Also, the metagame change kind of, I think, made him a bit weaker. I'm not sure. He has his strengths, he has his weaknesses. I think he's still a very strong hero. Just, I think right now, no hero in the game is just above anything else.
You are known for being a very good Tinker player, and Tinker recently got extremely nerfed. Do you think it's justifiable, or it was way too harsh?
I think it was way too harsh, but since I'm a support player now, I don't get to play Tinker. I mean, I was even back then on the other team, I used to play offlane, so I didn't get to play Tinker, but still one of my favorite heroes, so it's sad to see, but it's whatever, honestly. It's sad, but I won't be playing it if I pick it, so it doesn't really hurt me that much.
Do you think he's going to be viable in competitive games anymore?
No, I think the Ancients removal made him really removed his power, because his power was that he could always catch up. He just was always able to ensure farm. He used to pressure the map, and now he just it's harder for him to farm, I think.
I see. I'm very curious about the atmosphere in the game. Like, for example, is Sing Sing anywhere like we know him from his stream, like shouting and oh my god, we lost and all sorts of things, or he's more quiet? And who's quiet, who's making jokes or screaming?
I think some games Sing is a bit more jokish, like he jokes around. When some games he's very serious. Obviously the important games everyone is really serious on them. online games, some of them everyone's just kind of loose. I think we all make jokes in the game. I think Koikpa's probably the quietest one, as well as EGM, depending. Sometimes they talk EGM, sometimes Koikpa talks a lot, sometimes EGM. But I think me, Pycat, and Singh talk the most, and then EGM and Koikpa just a little bit less. Everyone on the team talks. There's no one really that's that quiet. So,
do you have any captain in game who calls out moves or stuff like that?
It depends on the game. Early game, usually it's me because I'm the support. I have the most impact. But mid to late game, it's Pycat usually makes a lot. Everyone on the team makes calls. I think that's a cool thing about this team. I don't think anyone doesn't try and have an influence in the game vocally.
I see. Did you consider using Lycan again, because everybody forgot about him except EG, who used him incredibly well in the Star Ladder?
It's just EG came up with a strategy and something they surprised the other teams. I'm not so sure about Lycan for us as a team. It's just how you play around it. The hero is still very hard to play now compared to how he was before. I think it was a lot easier to play before the changes, but now it's a bit harder to play. And I think EG's a very high execution team, and they know how to play really well. So I think they can run the hero, and it also fits really well with their playstyle.
And what do you think about the new heroes added, Terrorblade and Legion Commander?
I think LC is strong if you can have a good player that can play it well, as well as a team that can run it well. Terrorblade is, I feel if a good team plays Terrorblade, a good Terrorblade team like Cloud9 or VG or something, it's very, very scary here. I think you have to ban it versus them. But some teams it's like easier to gank now, and illusions don't do as much damage. So.
I see. Any final words, shout-outs?
Just shout out to Blitz, shout out to my friends and family, and shout out to my team. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And my sponsor 100TB.
Thank you. Eu sunt Edi, el a fost Bulba. Pentru știri zilnice și mai multe interviuri, vizitați esportnews.ro.